Oh, you want to throw axes, huh? Let me show you how to use that. Nope, you're not getting him up. Oh, you think you're protected. Goodbye. Oh, congratulations, you got a kill.
Boy, if you don't
sit down.
Peyton Manning, boy. Peyton Manning, boy. Oh my gosh.
What's going on YouTube? Y'all know who it is. What's going on, y'all? And we back with another video. Happy New Year's to every single one of you guys that are watching this video. Hope y'all had a great New Year's Eve and Christmas as well. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I am not honestly on my upload schedule like I'm supposed to be, but the holidays caught me lacking, so I had to make sure that I got y'all a video out as soon as New Year's came around. So here we are. And also I'm gonna have to give y'all an update. I was going to do a Christian critique, but that video will take a couple days to complete. It's going to be, you know, usually Christian critiques usually take a lot of time and effort to put together. So I will be having that video up as soon as I can finish it. Honestly, I really don't know when, but we'll see what happens. Now, I'm just joking. It should be out sometime next week or maybe the following week, depending on what's going on with me and whatever else I have in the works at the time. But yeah, we're here with Rogue Company, and I'm going to do another update on the state of the game. Since I've already made a review on Rogue Company in 2020, back when the game initially released. And now I feel like the game is so much different than it was when it first released. So I really think that we need to revisit this game and just talk more about the current state of the game and just what my personal experiences have been playing this game and all that. Since my last video on Rogue Company, they've already released a new battle pass for the game, and as you can see, they've also added a previous featured map in the game, and they've returned it back to the game. And now they've decided to not only bring it back, but to revamp it and remake it and allow you to go in different areas you couldn't go to before when it first debuted. Last time when we talked about Rogue Company on the channel, we talked about the new Rogue VV. Not gonna lie, most people think that she's trash, and I understand where they're coming from, to be honest with you. But she's basically just a worse Dahlia, that's all she is. But hey guys, don't expect like a too in-depth review. This video is more of a rant, if anything, because honestly, this game has been utterly, completely annoying. Like for the past week or so, maybe even a couple of weeks, this game has been the most annoying game I've played in a long time. So I'm just gonna be honest about everything that I've experienced so far and whether or not I think the game is worth picking up or playing at all in 2024. Now, this is not talking about content creators like myself or people who've been playing this game for a long time. I am primarily talking about noobs who've never played the game before. I just don't know if I can recommend this to you, but I'll get to that in a second. Now, I want to start off by saying that there are games out there that are very similar to this game. But Rogue Company is special in a way because it's something that's easy that anybody can pick up and play, but it's not something that people can just pick up and win in. Based on whatever mode you're playing, it's very important to have a good team build. What do I mean by this? For example, I primarily play only Strikeout. So the objective in Strikeout is to make sure you go straight to the objective where you can lock down the capture and keep it until every single foe on the opposite team dies and loses all their lives. Each rogue has their own particular ability that allows them to do something that helps or benefits the team in some way. Thus, each rogue is split up into different archetypes. So in simple terms, you basically need a healer, a defender, somebody that operates on the front lines, and another person that works primarily through stealth and pretty much flanks on the other team. This is what is completely necessary in order to do well in Strikeout. But on paper, you can be a good team, but not be able to execute because your teammates are not good. Your team is only as good as the actual individual players. But this is where my personal experience comes into play. I'm gonna be honest with you, every time I run on this game and strike out, I feel like I'm playing with bots. I kid you not. Not only do they not do what they're supposed to do, when they do pick the right characters, they don't execute ever. They get 0 kills, or for example, if they have Saint, they get 0 revives. Many of them are just sitting there AFK, won't even move from the spawn. Many times I run on teams that don't go directly to the site like they're supposed to. It's like, if you can't even play or get any kills, why are you trying to flank? Like, are you trying to die? And don't get me started on dying. Sometimes these jokers die so many times, repeatedly, over and over again, I want to kick them from the party. There are many games that we would have won if it wasn't for our teammates sitting there dying the whole time over and over again, just being a nuisance. It's funny because sometimes I'd actually do better by myself than playing with them. And this is where the importance of matchmaking comes in. I talked about this issue in my previous video where I talked about how to get better in Rogue Company. If you haven't watched that video, that's a very great video on my channel. Go check it out. Especially if you're completely new to Rogue Company, please go watch that video. It will help you at least have some type of a foundation for your game on here. But like I was saying in that video, it's either you would get thrown in a game full of sweats who've been playing this game for years, and all of them are dropping 30, 40, 50 per game, and you hardly have to do anything. Or you're playing on a team that is so trash that you simply cannot succeed playing with them, even if you drop 60. And I'm not saying that just to be dramatic. I literally played with Pixlr the other day and I dropped 60 on the team, and we literally almost lost the game because my teammates were so retarded, dying over and over and over again, making it harder for me to get the W because I'm sitting here dropping these dudes and then my teammates are dying, and then I'm dropping these dudes and then my teammates are dying. It's like, dude, you're not helping us win the game at all. I'll never understand how you can play with SMGs and ARs and fail to do better than a rogue who has nothing but DMRs and snipers. It's like, are you retarded? Now, to give them some grace, I mean, this is Pixlr we're talking about. He's the best, arguably the best rogue in the game, but it doesn't matter. Like, it is way harder for me to do better with a rogue like that than a character who has nothing but SMGs and ARs. So if you're completely new to Rogue Company, you need to start with the easiest rogues. The easiest rogues being Ronin, characters like Anvil, Talon. I call these characters pick up and play characters. Characters that require very little to no skill in order to master. You just pick them up and just start dominating with them. At the beginning of the video, you pretty much saw how I was just clapping the opposition with Ronin. She's literally, in my opinion, the easiest rogue to use in the game. If you can't do well with her, you can't do well with anybody. But I will say this, there are a lot less rage quitting happening on Rogue Company. I don't know if it's because the opposition or my teammates are bots, or because the competition is starting to get better. I don't know what it is, but there's way less rage quitting going on where you're in the middle of the game and somebody just dips on the team. It's probably because there's a penalty now. They finally decided to add a penalty for rage quitting. In other words, if you decide to leave in the middle of a match and we're still playing, they'll give you a penalty, what they call it, a deserter's penalty for leaving the team while in the middle of the game. But it only mode locks you for about 3 minutes. So honestly, it's not that much of a penalty if you ask me. What they need to do is penalize, like for example, if you're playing ranked, if you decide to rage quit, you will basically lose your rank points, and you'll have to regain those points as you play through ranked. That's a good way to penalize people from rage quitting. Or for example, if you play casual strikeout, what they can do is deduct points as you level up your rogues. This way you get absolutely no progress as a particular character if you don't stay in games. Now, as far as the other modes, I honestly don't play anything other than Strikeout. It just feels like this game was designed for Strikeout rather than anything else. 6v6 just too chaotic. Demolition is nothing more than Strikeout just with a bomb. 2v2 skirmish seriously demands that you have a good teammate, otherwise you're going to lose. And all the other modes are not normal modes. I will say that a lot of the cheese that was going on in the game before has toned down and the game feels more balanced. The matchmaking wait time is okay, but not the best. And there's no one rogue that feels overpowered. But I'm gonna say this once and I'll say it again. They have got to get rid of all these cheaters on PC. I am sick of running into randoms who can one-shot head snipe your entire team in less than 20 seconds. At this point, crossplay needs to be eliminated and just have only PlayStation players play with PlayStation people. And then PC players play with PC people. This crossplay stuff is starting to get a little bit toxic and annoying because you keep running into these cheeseball cheating PC players who don't respect teams, who don't respect the game, and they just want to cheat you out of a W. But yeah, this is pretty much my experience on this game for the past few weeks now, and it's starting to get a little bit annoying. But I'm gonna be honest with you, we never know what'll happen in the next coming months. Whether or not the game will have an increase in player base. We never know with these type of games. Free-to-play games are really up in the air as far as where the direction will go. And very soon it should be almost time for them to do another event pass, and we'll get started on that video as soon as that event pass comes out. But we'll just have to wait and see. But thank y'all for clicking on this video. If you're new, make sure you like and subscribe. Join the Unashamed family. This year I'll be coming out with a lot more videos on a regular basis. The holiday season kind of had me slacking a little bit, but that's not going to be the case for the rest of the year. Y'all should be expecting regular videos weekly. And yeah, thank y'all for clicking on this video. Make sure you subscribe, like. Also check out my links down in the description for all my social media, because I always post stuff that's going on with the channel on my Twitter page so that you guys always are up to date on what is going to happen on the channel. My Instagram page is usually just YouTube shorts, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thank y'all for clicking on this video. I hope you guys enjoyed your New Year's, and of course make sure that you know that Jesus loves you. He died for your sins, and that you can be born again if you just believe on him. Thank y'all for clicking on this video, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. And stay same.